old voting place, the Lutheran Church. But I was. It was just today only, though. Margaret's in. And I picked up some of those stickers, future voters. I picked up 2 handfuls. I got a lot of grandkids. I'm going to see if some of them will wear them. Okay. I've heard of all kinds of information already. So I don't know what's real, what's not. On one broadcast it said at 8 different polling places in Pennsylvania, the Republican poll watchers were not allowed in. They went to court this morning and got that stopped. I mean, are these just, can we just have an honest election and get going? Joe Rogan at the last minute endorsed Trump. Of course, she's got some big endorsements too, so okay. We're going to get started here. I'm going to go all the way through until we find out, or I'm going to try to. My wife left me some kind of pill that I can take to stay up. Bless her heart. Okay. No detail work today. This is an election day. You know, back in the old days, people closed on this day. I was going to close. But I ain't got nothing to do, sit at home. So I came on down. I went to about 2 places in Lake Worth. They're full. The lines are long. Plenty of people are voting. Well, good. The good news is, and it's not good because he's got an injury, Prescott might be out for the rest of the season. So that means we might have a chance of winning a game or 2. I've never been a Prescott guy, really. I hadn't. He makes way too much money and doesn't perform worth a flip. Hope Jerry learns a lesson. He needs to try to get rid of that dude. You know, now that he's got this injury, that makes him worth less money. He was never worth $60 million a year to start with. Okay, if you're in the polling line or whatever, stay there. It's when they're full out in the country, they're really full here in the big cities. So the parking lots were full at Hazel City Hall, and when I left, the Lutheran Church was full. It was simple, takes 1 minute, 2 minutes. People that say it takes long. I mean, I guess if you hadn't figured out who you're going to vote for, it might take long. Didn't take long for me. You just vote, hit the next, then hit next, and you go on. And then you go feed the ballot into that other machine, and I checked it, it was right. So, you know, in the 2020 election, there was 2 lines at that Lutheran Church, one for Republicans and one for Democrats. There wasn't today, just one. Okay, so this is kind of wide open Tuesday, voting day. I've got TVs running.
To help save lives.
This is what God wants from us. Just feed the hungry. If you hear God's voice, I'm asking you to act now.
Okay.
Do it when it's on your heart. Pray that they'll know in their final months that they're not alone.
You know, in that election with the Judge Gallagher and Giordano, is that how you pronounce his name? Well, I thought there was a Democratic opponent, but there wasn't. He won. He was unopposed.
Sometimes, premium wireless for $15 a month every time. No points to settle, right? Let's be honest.
When is the lady going to ask questions? We gave her a pass until Wednesday, I think. I don't even know if Brittany's on here.
The world has changed. Clearly, it's not the 80s and 90s anymore. And when the stock market crashes, and it does
Yeah, I don't
from time
think
to
she's
time,
messing
our
with me.
clients are protected
No, she
against
isn't.
losses. Literally, they go up with the market.
She lives in
Market
Cleveland,
gains, when the market goes
or
down,
right outside of
we don't lose
Cleveland.
anything. We keep it
Well, it rained at my
simple. Big reason we
house
return,
last night. I don't know if y'all got any
and they
rain.
If you
And
have
it's cool this
$100,000
morning. It was in the
invest,
50s when I was in the
investors
first
got it.
line.
They see the trend.
So what happened is I had called City Hall and I asked the lady, I said, you know, on the way home I drive by that Lutheran church, there's nobody there. She said, no, we're not voting there this year. She should have said they're not voting there this year until election day. So I'm standing over there at Hazel City Hall talking to people online, and lady comes out 10 minutes before 7 and says, this is Parker County only. And I said, they told me I could vote here or Sandy Beach Road. And she said, no, on election day you can vote here. But if you're a Tarrant County voter, you have to vote at Sandy Beach Road or the Lutheran Church. That's where I always vote, is the Lutheran Church.
Well, yes, America, you woke up and election day is here. It has been a short but wild ride since Vice President Harris took over the ticket. I'm going to take just a quick trip down memory lane with me, okay? June 27th is when
Well,
Biden
they're
Trump
talking
debated,
about
and remember
leading
at
up
9/12 I
to.
set down my
I
pen.
don't need to lead
So now
up
I need to
to.
take another note of this debate.
They're talking about we need to change. If you need to change, you need to vote for the person that's not in office right now. In my opinion. Don't forget Larry's kids. We need bikes, helmets, and toys. Just because it's election day, that Mattel is open. That means we need to get out there and get started buying toys. Get creative. Get your friends, or if you go have breakfast with 2 or 3 people, say, hey, let's go eat breakfast and then let's go buy some stuff for Larry's kids. Because the kids need it. We got 1,200 families we're going to take care of. That seems like a lot, but it's not even a drop in the bucket for the number of underprivileged kids in Tarrant County. But do your civic duty, go vote. I can't believe somebody was in the line at the first place I tried to vote, and she said, well, I'm not registered yet, how do I do that? Sorry lady, you can't do that. I told her when she was upset, and I said, you know, when all this mess is over, you need to get registered so next go around you'll be in. People just are not educated on what it takes to vote and all of that stuff. How important it is. You need to tell your children and grandchildren it's important to vote. Don't make voting a bad name, a curse word. We decide who's going to run our country, and people say, oh, that doesn't make any difference. It does make a difference. So they're claiming we're going to know today. That tells me that means it's going to be a landslide. Because you know, states like Pennsylvania, Arizona, Nevada, they take weeks to count the ballots. They need to send their people to school so they can learn how to domino count or whatever. So I'm going to be with you all day. If you know something that I don't, message me. It'll be a big day. One good thing is we can turn on the television now and not have to watch all these stupid political ads. I mean, both sides, I don't know how many billions of dollars they spend. That Elon Musk give, I don't know how many hundred of million, and so did Soros. He give over hundreds of millions. I mean, it's unbelievable. We're in the wrong business. We should have been in the damn TV advertisement business. But now we've got an election coming up in May where we decide our mayor and our city council seats. That is an important election for us locally. is Maddie gonna run? The last time I had her on the show, she said she was. And here in the newspapers or in the news reporting agencies around town the last 2 or 3 weeks, she said she's running. And that's what we need to do is, I think she's been a good mayor. Some of y'all don't think she has. Well, that's your business. I personally think Mayor Parker has done a good job. And is that the one where I'm 4 comments? Three and 3, so I need to share this to the political page. Get some of those folks in. So yeah, we've got a quick turnaround, and we're going to have our local elections. I don't even know, they've got till February something, I think, to announce they're running. I think. But they're saying today that they're saying we'll know this evening. Who the president is. People on both sides are anxious to hear. A lot of these the down ballot races will are determined by who wins that presidential deal. Those down ballot races, they skirt in on the coattails of either Trump or Harris. So we've got 4 people. Some of y'all are probably standing in line. I never vote early. I always vote on the day. But let's have a clean race, you know. 8 polling places in Pennsylvania were not allowing poll watchers from the Republican Party. That got fixed early. There's attorneys in every major city at the courthouses waiting to file stuff. There's all kinds of parties tonight for people that are running. So I'm glad this mess is over, aren't y'all? One of those candidates, they got to be in good health to be able to stay up all the hours they've stayed up. One thing's for sure, there won't be no more rallies for Trump. This is his last hurrah, win, lose, or draw. I have a question that helps me to wash the inside of the car, or is it just the carpet? Extractors for the carpet, sir. You apparently haven't been in the detail business very long. Okay. I've been by several polling locations, and let me get something to write on. We're not talking history today, we're talking politics. That upsets you? Turn off your Fort Worth Memories deal for today. because that's what I'm going to be talking about. Got it? 8 locations in Pennsylvania that were not allowing poll watchers from the Republican Party. That got fixed, but if there's some problem wherever you're voting from, we've got people in every state in the United States. If you need to try to get somebody to pay attention, send me the message. I happen to know a lot of people in the Republican Party that are up the food chain. And they've already told me, if any of your listeners of any state, you relay the message to us. I mean, there's some first responders on both sides, and attorneys, polling people, and I just happen to have the hotline to heaven. Larry, you said you weren't going to talk about politics. Not today, I'm talking politics. If that upsets you, turn me off or leave the group, whatever. My group, my rules. I'm not saying that to be hateful. I'm just saying I try to curtail it. But this election is super important. And if you're not voting, then you really don't care about what happens in the country you live in. And I happen to care. So here's your other alternative. You can get on there and pop off and call me something, and then that way I'll help you. You'll permanently be gone. They're saying we'll know this evening before we go to bed. Of course, they don't know that I go to bed at 7 o'clock. But my wife left me something to take to stay up. She's a doctor, so. Okay, so what's anybody got to say or talk about? What's your experience? I had to go to 2 polling places to vote. We don't have but 2 out there in Azle anyway. Hey, Ginger. Yes, vote. I heard a good sentence coming in. Make believe or not make believe, put it in your mind that your vote is going to determine who's the president. If you're registered to vote, we need you to vote. Oh no, there's lots of people voting. We had an early day breakfast out there in Azle. HSC. What is HSC, Stacy? There's no line at HSC. What is HSC? Oh, and another thing, these poll workers are not versed on what's going on. I don't know who's educating them. At the Lutheran Church, we were talking. Y'all had to have heard. I had it on live until they told me to shut the phone off. The guy was saying, no, you got to vote at your... The lady was going to get out of line, and I said, no, wait a minute. That's not right. You can vote anywhere if you're at Tarrant County, you can vote at any voting place. And then when I voted, I told the guy that was running, I said, you need to tell that guy with the baseball cap that they can vote anywhere. He's telling people you got to go to your other place, and this lady was going to drive to Hearst. So here again, we don't, and it's always, to me, it seems like it's the Republicans. We don't have a ground game. Everybody said, oh, Larry, don't worry about it. Everything will start in September. Hell, September is too late. UNT Health and Science Center. Okay, that's good information. Yeah, our ground game, because I'm a conservative, is lacking. I think we could make it a lot easier to have our candidates win if we had a better ground game. When I started talking that back in June, July, and August, we had a lot of precinct chairs saying, Larry, shut up, you don't know what you're talking about. Hell, I know what I'm talking about. You need the precinct chairs need to be out there knocking them doors I'd started in February or March. Some people don't watch TV anymore. They don't know what's going on. They do know that their pocketbook is lighter. They do know that their taxes are higher. But they might not know the solution, how you fix it. What is this candidate for? What's that candidate for? But anyway, it's too late for that now. Now we need people to go out and vote. If you're just now getting up, put your clothes on, get ready, eat your little breakfast, and then get out there and vote. And there's no Trump signs. When I voted, it was all Trump signs. I'm trying to think, back in my memory, there's no signs at all except vote here. Maybe there's some kind of regulation, Stacy. When I pulled into both places, there normally is everybody's sign out there. They were not there. I don't know if that's an Azle thing or you couldn't have the signs out there. Who is knowledgeable enough about that to ask? Oh, there were Harris signs all over. Well, okay. You know, I remember a time when there was Beto O'Rourke signs everywhere. Guess what? He didn't win. The Republican Party does not do a good ground game. And any of you precinct chairs, Bo French, any of y'all, I'll say it straight to your face. And the announcement that he made, if you're voting for Harris, you're either this, or this. I'm not even going to repeat it. Shame on him. That's not what conservatives or Republican Party is about. We don't choose which sexual preference people are in the Republican Party, or if you're educated or stupid or whatever else he said. And Bo French, if you don't like that, y'all know where I'm at. That's one thing about me. I'm the easiest person to find in this town. Okay, so get up and go vote, please. Just put it in your mind, it's your vote that's going to decide the presidency. So if you're laying in bed or I don't feel too good, looks like it's going to rain, to hell with all that, go vote. Do we have volunteers? We do have 2 volunteers. Their schedule's already full, loading people to the polling stations. We've got 1 people mover and 1 15 passenger van. But it's too late. I mean, I can't call volunteers in and get these vehicles from these new car stores and not have to use them and all of that. Azle. Where is Azle? It's west of Fort Worth. Get on 199 and head west. Okay, so this is the most important day of our future here for the next few years. Get out there and do your civic duty. December 14th. I got 3 phones going over here. I got the South Texas group, the internet group, and y'all. December 14th is Larry's Kids giveaway. Farrington Field. And we need volunteers. And you can make donations to our deal or buy bikes, helmets, or toys. We're going to take care of 1,200 families. So we need your help. I don't know that answer. I think they're open till 7 o'clock, aren't they? Stacy, and the polls open till 7? This lady says they're open till 9. They're not open till 9, are they? I thought it was 7 to 7. I might be wrong. Somebody give me an update on that. Stacy, are the polls? Somebody Google it or something. Are you in Tarrant County or? Where? Oh hell, she's in Mississippi. I don't have any idea what they are. You know, that's something else that I wish they could do. There ought to be one law for every state and every, whatever, Puerto Rico, all them other places. There ought to be one set of rules. I don't know about Mississippi. I don't have a clue. No, it doesn't matter. She says she's leaving right now to go vote. Hell, Mississippi, you'll probably be able to vote at the casinos. Is that nationwide, Stacy, or is that just Texas? This lady's from Mississippi. Hey, Gene, Sam's in. Sam, I'm supposed to have 4 bikes today or tomorrow that need to be built. I'll let you know. 7 o'clock tonight, I just got a message from somebody else. It's a nationwide deal. Polls close at 7. Of course, no, she's already off. Is Mississippi time the same as us? Or are they on Central? The last ballots will be cast in Nevada, and they're 2 hours behind us, so I know because I've got business there. So they'll still be voting at 8 o'clock tonight here, 8:30. But it's 7 to 7. I just got verification. I think that's right. Somebody said I believe that the Republican Party has voted more early votes than they have in the last little time or several elections. But just because you're a Republican, you're a registered Republican, that doesn't mean you got to vote Republican, I don't think. I know it doesn't. Because I just voted and Harris's name was on the same ballot. I don't know where my MAGA hat is. Surely I didn't leave it at home. But if I did, I'll be wearing it. That ought to piss off some people. I thought I had it here. I'll find it when I go off to take a break or something. Okay, so people, this is important. You need to get out and vote. If you're registered to vote, go vote. Please do us all a favor. I don't care if you want to vote for Harris, vote for her. But just be part of the process. So the early voting deal, that county that votes at 12:01, they had 6 votes, 3 for Trump, 3 for her. Dead even. That's the first voting place, I don't even know what state it is. It's the first place in the country that votes and reports. Because there's only 6 votes. They used to have 10 or so. South Texas. That's my understanding. Pennsylvania, Wisconsin, and Michigan. He only needs 1, she needs all 3. That's what these people that supposedly know. I don't know how the hell they know. I talked to somebody that was on the Trump plane after that last rally. I talked to my good friend, and I said, "Are they popping the champagne? This is his last rally." She said, "There's nobody on this plane that drinks but me, and I'm not about to pop any champagne." You know, Trump doesn't drink at all, ever. But that was Team Trump playing. He didn't finish his last rally till November 5th. He was still talking today's time. I don't know what Kamala did, because I am not a Kamala person, period. I can have my thoughts and y'all have yours. As soon as all this is over, whichever president there is, I'm going to get behind them and hope like hell that they do something good. I've heard that there's no way that DC is locked down. I wouldn't think. Have you heard that, Stacy? They're saying that up at Washington, everything's closed off, the barricades are up, and they're all worried. That's another fearmonger deal. Roberto Clemente, Jim Brown's daughter, and Joe Rogan. You know, Joe Rogan had originally endorsed Kennedy for a minute, but he didn't announce till last night. I guess he normally doesn't give a prediction or give who he's behind. Man, he's got huge podcasts. Election day, so go out and vote, people. I'm glad it's over. Let me see who's looking for me. Yeah, I posted that deal about enchiladas Olay. She is the first business I've ever put on the show. Every comment was all pro. She's good. Is this still available? Yes. Okay. We are eating at Clown Burger this week. Having a reunion. Clown Burger. All the Haltom City folks, the Richland folks. Man, was that place the place. Now there's a Mexican voting place. God, it's my wife. I thought she hadn't voted yet. I thought she had voted. Okay. She's beautiful. Alright, boys and girls. It's voting day. We need everybody out there voting. Be part of the process. If you don't vote, nothing changes. So let's get to voting. Here's how much Donald Trump is worth from. I don't care how much he's worth. If you've got 1 billion or 100 billion, you're special. You're one of a few. At one time, I thought there was only 1,000 billionaires in the world. God, I saw that Elon Musk's mother. She looks pretty young. He's got to be, what, 50s or something? So the court ruled that he could do that $1 million giveaway. whatever that's about. I didn't get a chance to enter. Where'd you have to be to enter that deal? Now I'll tell you something else that don't get excited about is exit polling. There's been several different elections where they said, oh, so-and-so's going to win by a landslide. So Bo French has sent me a message. I guess you're listening to me then, brother. Yes, I do not stand by what you said. Well, that's good to know. Sorry if that ruffles your feathers. I tell it like it is, and if that upsets you, guess what? You're just going to be upset. And you don't have to threaten me with leaving the group to sit in an airport. You don't have to report you're leaving, because we got plenty of members. Okay, so I give everybody off today at all of my spots. Let's see what they're saying on the news, and I'll listen to all of them. Fox News, millions of voters hit the polls to decide who takes the White House. Election day is in full swing. That's Fox. MSNBC. If Trump is defeated, you can thank women. That's their top deal. That's probably true. CNN. They're just saying Americans head to the polls. But right under it says Trump is a convicted felon. Here's why he can still vote. Okay, so they're all, two of them are saying everybody's voting, and that comment that Mark Cuban made kind of hurt Trump. Not hurt Trump, hurt him. You know, both sides had surrogates out spreading the word for them. I don't think any of Trump's imploded, but several of hers imploded, including the president. Did they wake him up and tell him this is election day? They say we'll know today. There's John Penn. They say we're going to know today. I just hope everybody keeps it peaceful and no shenanigans. Let's just vote in the new president, the new regime, and get behind it. The lines are long pretty much in a lot of places, so just get your breakfast down and go vote. That's all you need to do today. Let's see what the local people have to say. Here's Channel 8. They are our friends. They're going to do the back giveaway. Where can you vote in North Texas? Here's how to find your election day polling. Yeah, I knew you took people to the polls, Johnny. Okay, that's Channel 8. Where's Channel 5? There's Channel 5. Where will Donald Trump and Kamala Harris be on election day? Okay. I don't have a clue. Where will they be? Imagine their home state, or they might be in bed. They're both worn out. There's still rain coming in here. In fact, I think it's going to rain today and tomorrow. Well, I voted. I stood in line at Azle City Hall and then found out that was for Parker County only. Oh, heck. Now it's a 70% chance of rain on Friday. That's not good. I gotta stop at AT&T. I'm not getting any emails since Saturday. I don't know what blew that thing up. Okay. Trump will be in Florida and Howard U for Kamala. What's Howard U? Is that a university? I saw where she has some preacher, I guess it's her preacher, that is going to be on her team or something, and he's big on reparations. I sure hope everybody takes that into consideration. Why not? We're giving reparations to the immigrants and the migrants, and everybody gets something unless you're a U.S. citizen. If you're a U.S. citizen, it don't count. You don't get nothing free. Okay, so yeah, Saturday from Microsoft was the last deal I got. I don't know what the heck that's about. I'll stop at AT&T and Azle and let them. I just did that about a month ago. What's that map you sent me, Stacy? General election and special election. Oh, that's a pretty neat map. It tells how long you're going to wait. 15 minutes average, 11 minutes average, 4 minutes, 30 minutes. But how do you know where that place is? Anyway, if you got some information, send it to me. She's a alumnus, Howard. You talking about alumnus? I don't even know where Howard University is. Trump didn't go to college, did he? Or did he? No, I thought he was a millionaire when he was born. Okay, so there ain't much going to be going on today. I'm going to be in and out. We're going to eat at Clown Burger. Johnny Penn, you going to go to Clown Burger? You hadn't been at the last few meetings. They said that you can get a big old burger and fries and I think a drink for $9.75. You voted in the village. What village? The Village People? YMCA? Or was that police that sent that? My friend who was on the Trump plane last night at the last rally said he loves live music. I knew that. They had a lot of music going on. But there wasn't no drinking. None of them drink. That's a good thing. St. Francis, maybe. Hey, where is, what was I going to say? I forgot what I was going to say. Yeah, I know. He lived at St. Francis Village. All right, I'm gonna sign off for a minute and go over here and see what Kyle and them are doing. We need toys, bikes, and helmets. Larry's kids. See you later. I can sign off.